Premier League Newcastle vs Wolves prediction, team news, lineups preview. Two Premier League teams who advanced from the FA Cup fifth round in midweek face off at St James Park on Saturday afternoon as Newcastle United play host to Wolverhampton Wanderers. Neither side could be separated the last time that they met at Molina just over 4 months ago when they played out an entertaining 2-2 draw. Match preview. 3 days after suffering a heavy 4-1 away defeat to Arsenal in the Premier League, Newcastle required penalties to edge past Blackburn Rovers in the FA Cup following a 1-1 draw in 120 minutes at Ewood Park on Wednesday. Anthony Gordon's 71st-minute opener was cancelled out just 8 minutes later by Sammy Smodics. But he was one of two Blackburn players along with captain Dominic Hyam who has his spot kick saved in the shootout by Magpies hero Martin Dubravka, with the visitors prevailing 4-3 to set up a tricky quarter-final tie with holders Manchester City in 2 weeks' time. Eddie Howe has expressed the relief that he felt after the closely fought contest, and while he also stressed the importance of his Newcastle side progressing as far as possible in the FA Cup. A strong finish to their Premier League campaign is also high on the club's agenda. Newcastle, who have won just 2 of their last 9 top-flight matches, have slipped to 10th in the table. 1 point and 1 place behind Saturday's opponents Wolves, while they are also just 2 points behind Brighton Hove Albion in 7th spot. Howe and co will be keen to amend their home form, having failed to win any of their last 4 games at St James Park. And they will fancy their chances of success this weekend as they have lost just 1 of their last 8 Premier League home meetings with Wolves, winning their last 2 in the process. Wolves concluded the month of February on a high as they followed up back-to-back Premier League wins over Tottenham Hotspur and Sheffield United with a slender 1-0 victory at home to Brighton in the FA Cup 5th round on Wednesday. Mario Lemina's sliding close-range strike after just 79 seconds proved to be the match winner for the hosts, who have been rewarded with a favourable-looking quarter-final tie against West Midlands rivals Coventry City at Molineux in 2 weeks' time. Gary O'Neill's men, who have reached the FA Cup quarter-finals for just the 3rd time this century, turn their attention back to the Premier League as they attempt to boost their hopes of securing European football for next season. Victory on Saturday could see the Old Gold climb to as high as 7th place and potentially edge closer to Manchester United in 6th spot. Only Man City 26, Liverpool 23, Arsenal 22 and Spurs 20 have picked up more Premier League points than Wolves 19 across the last 10 matches, with O'Neill's side heading to St James Park having collected 10 points out of a possible 12 available in their last 4 away games, beating Chelsea and Spurs in the process. Wolves have struggled to grind out positive results against Newcastle in recent years, though, as they have only won 2 of their last 12 encounters across all competitions, including their last win at St James Park 2-1 in December 2018. Team news. Newcastle quintet Callum Wilson pectoral, Nick Pope shoulder, Joe Linton, Matt Targett both thigh and Sandro Tonelli suspended all remain unavailable for selection. Howe has confirmed that Sven Botman was rested in midweek as he is still working back to his best levels after a spell on the sidelines with a knee injury earlier this season. The Dutchman is in contention to return on Saturday, though, at the expense of Jamal Lascelles. It remains to be seen whether Joe Willock, who recently recovered from an Achilles injury, will be ready to start 2 games in the space of 4 days, so both Elliot Anderson and Lewis Miley are waiting in the wings if needed, while Miguel Almiron will battle with Jacob Murphy for a start in attack alongside Gordon and Alexander Isak. As for Wolves, Mateus Cunha remains a long-term absentee with a hamstring injury, while O'Neill has revealed that he would be amazed if Hwang Hee-chan featured on Saturday after the South Korean tweaked his hamstring in the win over Brighton. Both Lamina and João Gomez suffered with minor fitness issues towards the end of the game in midweek, but the midfield duo have been past fit to play against Newcastle and could therefore retain their places in the first 11. O'Neill is expected to recall Nelson Semedo, Craig Dawson, Pablo Sarabia and Pedro Neto, who all began as substitutes last time out. The latter 2 could be tasked to operate in a central role in the expected absence of Hwang. Newcastle United possible starting lineup. Dubravka, Trippier, Schär, Botman, Byrne, Longstaff, Guimaraes, Miley, Almiron, Isaac, Gordon. Wolverhampton Wanderers possible starting lineup. Sa, Kilman, Dawson, Todi, Semedo, Lamina, Gomez, Aït-Nouri, Bellegarde, Sarabia, Neto. We say, Newcastle United 2-2 Wolverhampton Wanderers. Considering that 16 of the last 17 Premier League meetings between Newcastle and Wolves have seen both teams score, an end-to-end encounter with plenty of goalmouth action could be on the cards this weekend. A lack of a natural centre-forward at O'Neill's disposal is not ideal for Wolves, but they should still pose an attacking threat to Newcastle's leaky back line and may do just enough to claim a hard-fought point in a compelling contest at St James Park. Thanks for your watching. Don't forget to click the subscribed button and hit the bell icon for more.